chat. Is my mic working? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Kino, hi! Neon, good to see you too. Hi guys! I can tell Kino's very excited for this stream, and me personally, I'm super excited too, because we get to talk about Fragaria memories. Chatting stream again, yes. So we have a bunch to talk about, and there will be spoilers. So hold on, let me actually put in chat really quick to let people know, just so that if they don't want to get spoiled by the story, then they shouldn't watch the stream. We will be talking about the Fragaria memories main story. So the story will be okay. Let me talk about. Let me put this in. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. There. I'm an idiot. Is this pinned already? Yeah, it is. Okay. So, I don't know if we want to have a background with this or not, because I personally, I think that we should at least have the characters out here with us. So let me actually bring up the wiki, like so we can see the characters' faces as we talk about it. So, the first thing that I do want to mention, yeah. Oh, why did I just do that? I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on, I'm having tech issues. Hold on. Hold on. I'm having tech issues. Okay. This should be good. I don't think that... Okay, hopefully you guys can see it, and hopefully there's music playing. My regular background music is playing for you guys. But I'm gonna put the red bouquet out first, but I don't know where I should start, chat, because this is a chatting stream after all, so I really don't know where to begin. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about, we can keep it on theme here. But I have to give you guys context about like how many episodes I finished. I finished all of the red bouquet, the blue bouquet, the Naya bouquet. I finished all their main episodes, and I mean voice drama. And I have moved to the Lost Kitty arc, and from that arc I finished until episode 13. So I finished with the Lost Kitty arc, the first act of it. So I don't exactly remember what happened in the last episode. I'm pretty sure it was like I'm pretty sure I call him Ciel because it's easier to call him Ciel than Ciel Amort, but he was telling Kurot about how he and Will Mesh cannot talk about why they're keeping so many secrets from the other Fragaria. Is because like he said something like because it will pose a threat to what they're destined to become or something like that, and it showed like a bunch of like weird tentacle monster looking things at the end. I'm pretty sure that was the last episode I watched. So what's my thoughts on the characters after the main story? I fell in love with the red bouquet. I love the red bouquet. I love the red bouquet so much. And okay, all three bouquets are so amazing for me, at least. This is just for my emotional like like I'm just gonna spill whatever I feel. Because this is mainly to just show the differences between my thoughts after I finished the story compared to my first Fragaria memory stream, which was me reading off what the wiki says about them, and I don't know anything else besides it. But now I know everything I need to know about them mainly. You know, I know who they are. I've seen them all interact with people before, and I love the red bouquet. Oh my gosh, the red bouquet is so wholesome, but at the same time so chaotic. Like, I love each of them for like their core traits, but I would have to say one thing that really surprised me, honestly, was CL. I'm really hoping I'm pronouncing his name right, because I personally don't know if I am. Also, my scroll wheel is freaking out. Hello? Don't freak out on me. But he, I call him CL. It's easier than Cielo Mort. But me personally, I was surprised at how much I liked him. Because from the wiki, when I read it, it seems to me like he is a very perfect type of person. You know, there's like literally he's like very flawless. To me, he just seems very flawless and very like someone that everyone looks up to, which is true, but at the same time he's very kind, and he's very he's very open-minded, and he's also very calm in like dire situations. But even then, he also has his moments of like he also has his moments of like weakness, you know. And that's me personally, I was surprised at how much I liked him. He's one of my favorites for sure. I really like him because his personality is literally nothing like what I thought it would be. I thought he would just be like this flawless character that we won't get to see much of because of how flawless he is, and like the main thing is just following Kurot on his path to being Kuromi's Fragaria. But we got to see a lot of CL, which was a very pleasant surprise for me. Yeah. I mean, he is the leader of the Blue Bouquet, but still, it's like, it was surprising for me. It really was. Because I wasn't expecting it. It's almost correct? As for their dynamic, I really like how all three bouquets' dynamic is very different. Because the red bouquet is relatively the one that is like, there's nothing wrong with the bouquet, you know? Like, this is like the wholesome bouquet, everyone gets along, everyone is like well-rounded in all areas, you know? They're all very kind people and everything like that. And they're all relatively calm, minus Rimicha and Marot, I think. The other four are relatively calm in dire situations. But the Blue Bouquet, I really like how... Okay, there's something about the Blue Bouquet that's very charming to me. And I think it's the fact that... Okay, don't get me wrong. Every bouquet is dedicated to their individual lord, right? But for some reason, to me, I feel it more with the Blue Bouquet than with the red and the Naya one. I think basically it's because we saw Kurot's journey from being like a runaway from the My Melody Kingdom to him going to Kuromi's kingdom and being her Fragaria. I think because we got to see his whole journey and see how he went from like both different points, I think that's what made me feel that the Blue Bouquet really is the bouquet that feels very strongly about their lords, I think. Yeah, but I love the Blue Bouquet at how, like, I won't call them, they are wholesome, I guess, but like, not as much as the red one. I think the Blue Bouquet stands out more for how stand out each of them are, because even though every character is different, I would feel like there's a variety of interactions in the Blue Bouquet the most, because the Blue Bouquet consists of CL, which is someone who is very perfect, someone who is very all-knowing and stuff. There's Kurot, who is like low-key the least self-assured Fragaria we have. He's always very unsure about his own values, like not own values, but like he's very unsure about like his own his own capabilities, basically, because he always feels inferior to Marot, right? We have the twins who care about each other, but also at the same time they didn't take too kindly to when Kuro, Miona and Wilmesh when they entered their kingdom for the first time. They didn't take too kindly to that, and I have to say Clark especially was quite hostile to Kuro. I'm not blaming him, but like it was definitely something to see, of course. And the fact that Wilmesh himself, yes, he is a very shy character. He's by far the most mysterious character so far. But I do know a bit about him now thanks to the tree. So there's that. But also the fact that there is a also the fact that Miona is also a very... I love Miona's episode. Oh my gosh, I kind of like teared up when I watched it, just to like the fact that he literally set it ablaze. I don't know. I don't want to spoil it too much, like the specifics, but the people who have seen that episode will know what I'm talking about. When Miona set ablaze that area, I almost cried. I teared up a bit, but I wasn't like sobbing or anything. But yeah, it was pretty sad. The episode was so good though. It was a very good episode because it was a very good lesson for both him and Kuro, and for them it's a good experience for them to realize how they need to prioritize certain things and how to recover from them and stuff. So yeah, I really like that episode. It's very funny because you don't think you remember any MCs in Fragaria Memory being like the lead centers. Like other Fragarias don't really jump around them and have their own life. Right. Yeah, it seems like the lead Fragarias are the ones that take the center stage, which is, Howrit, CL, and Battlebarn. But oh my gosh, like I have to say, Kino, I understand exactly why you said the Naya bouquet is just there, because for the majority of like the episodes I've seen so far, where they're at is literally just at Battlebarn's I don't know how to pronounce it, that ceremony. It's like ACCELODE or something like that. Yeah, it's that ceremony where the Fragaria grants them the power of being where the Lord grants them the power of being a Fragaria. It's that ceremony where they announce their chivalry to them. I don't know what I know the word for that ceremony, I just don't know how to pronounce it. But it's definitely because Red Bouquet has more of a group of friends circle rather than anyone else. In Naya and Blue, they're also way closer, but they're like in duos. Yeah, I think so. The Red Bouquet is like always together, like all 6 of them. But the other bouquets are more of like pairings. Mainly it's because they have history with each other, but more of like just like, I think it's just convenient for the plot. I don't know. It could be just convenient for the plot. But in terms of like episode wise, I mean, okay, my first impression where I started was like with the first episode of the Red Bouquet. So that was when we followed Howrit to that was when we first met Howrit and him just becoming a Fragaria for the first time, and we got to meet Rimicha, Sana, and Puruth before they set off to Maron Cream's kingdom for the round table. But my first impression was, because I watched their Q&A videos, I already knew how they all sounded, so their voices weren't a surprise to me. But I guess what surprised me was, okay, the first thing is that in Puru's episode in particular, the shot where they showed how he met Pom Pom Pudding made me cry. That picture of him sitting with Pom Pom Pudding underneath the tree was one of the most cutest things I've ever seen, and the way that he reminiscent that time as the seeds were like taking over the kingdom and stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so touching but also so sad at the same time. I should probably click on a red bouquet person's profile because I'm talking about the red bouquet. But I think in terms of like the red bouquet, I really like Proof's episode. I really felt the emotions from it because he seems like a laid back character, which he is, but he's also, that episode really showed how he's very reliable, but also the fact that he can also be emotional as well, and he can be vulnerable, and I love that about him. Blue bouquet and red bouquet are suffering. Naya bouquet just goes, it's all so bad, while stuff blows up behind her. Yeah, the Naya bouquet is just there, I feel. Like, we haven't got much progression with the two of them. With the Naya bouquet, I mean. We got more progression with the red and the blue bouquet because of the alliance and everything like that. And I would have to say that it was really exciting to see, because with the individual bouquets, like, we only got to interact with, like, we only got to see them interact with each other in their own continent. But when the Lost Kitty arc started, Kurot, the first thing Kurot did was to go back to the Melody Kingdom to talk to Marot about the alliance, and I was so, like, I was like leaping from my seat because I get to see them interact. It was sad, but also at the same time so adorable. Because whenever Kurot called Marot Aniki, it just like reminded me of like Hinata and Yuta, and how Yuta will call Hinata Aniki as well, and it's adorable. Pruth is generally just so nice. You don't even have any words to summarize this man except he's so nice. Yeah, he's really nice. Yeah, he's very nice and he's very chill. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. It's okay. It's gonna stay this way because this day Naya Bouquet is just in their own circle. Yeah, I think so. I had a lot of fun watching every episode of Fragaria Memories. It has been my obsession recently, and I don't regret it because it's genuinely a very good story. I loved it. And the fact is that because Fragaria Memories is the layout is like, okay, I don't know if it is, but to me, the layout of the videos or the voice dramas really remind me, at least for the first arc, it reminds me of a visual novel. So it's just still images of the characters with different facial expressions, and their text is in a box below the screen, right? To me, I really love the writing of the story because it's like there's really nothing else to look at. I mean, of course, when they change venue, the background will change to allocate with the location that they're at, but the fact that they never like the video itself is like quite straightforward, there's nothing really flashy about it, means that the writing is very nice. What do I think of the MC trio, Haori, Arubek, and Kurot? Okay. They already got ready for the game. Yeah. I can't wait for the Colored Wishes to come out. The mobile game for Fragaria Memories. I cannot wait. But what do I think of? It feels like watching someone's gameplay. It does, because it looks like a visual novel. It was so good. What do I think of the Haori, Arupek, and Kurode? Okay, I'll start with Haori. Haori is a very okay, hold on. Let me actually go to his bio really quick. I mean, I can actually go down through every character since I've given my opinion before I watched the voice drama, and now that I have watched it, technically I can give my opinion again and see how it differs, right? For Haori, I don't think much of my opinion changed because he's literally just Hero. in 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 a different universe. He's earnest. He is someone who is unfortunately naive. He's always a very like he's always the type of person that who would love to do the right thing but can be reckless because he doesn't think things through, which was very evident in the second episode in the Maroon Cream's kingdom, where he, without planning anything, he just leaped out of his chair and just like bursted out of the room and was like, oh, I'm gonna go and find the seeds, and then the seeds are not real, you know what I mean? In that episode, those are like, I think it was like ghost seeds if I'm not wrong. That was like the trope in that episode. So my opinion on Haori didn't really change that much. I thought that he was like Hiro, and I do think he's like Hiro. He's very similar to Hiro. Me personally, I think he acts a lot like Hiro, and nothing much has changed, honestly. I think the only difference is that I don't know. Okay, I guess the one thing mainly is, I could be wrong, but to me, Hiro seems to be more daydreamy than Harit. Harit seems more focused. So it's like, but it could be because, you know, Harit is a Fragaria, so he always needs to be on guard anyway. Hiro is a bit more laid back because, you know, he's an idol and he, you know, is still like learning and growing, because I'm pretty sure Hiro is younger than Harit because Hiro is still in school. So he sometimes paints me like Harit, honey. I love him nonetheless. He's so sweet, and him being like that just adds it. Yeah, exactly. He acts just like Hiro, and the fact that they share voice actor is so good. So good. Hiro's background and age also plays into it. I think so, yeah. But at their core, I feel like they're very, very similar. Yeah. But that's why I mentioned how I feel that Harit is a combination of Hiro and Chiaki. Because Harit has the hero aspect, the HERO aspect that Chiaki has. And add that on top of Hiro's personality, and then you'll get Harit, I think. That's like my impression of Harit. He's very cute as well. Like, he's very wholesome, I'll say. I love how, like, from the first episode, you can already tell how much of a optimistic person he is. Like, he never wants to think the worst out of anyone, which is so cute. And the fact that he didn't think of the worst, which led them to the solution of the problem, at least for the Hello Kitty Kingdom, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah. It's because Harit believed that no one would do such a thing, and it turns out it was the seeds doing instead. It was so cute. I love it. I loved how Harit was able to stand to his own principles and everything like that. And I really like that about him. You think almost everyone in Fragga Memories are at least 18. Miona is the youngest. Miona is the youngest, but do any of them have canon ages? I don't think I've ever seen a canon age for any of them. Yeah. But Harit is generally an amazing character. I really love seeing him interact with Marot, especially. Yeah. His interaction with Marot is priceless. Because Marot won't stop teasing him. And it was quite funny. It was quite hilarious, actually, yeah. It was quite funny. Oh my gosh, look at that outfit! Ah! Okay. Yeah. So there's Harit. So awesome. So awesome. But Marot, he is... Okay, my opinion on Marot definitely changed a lot since my first Fragara memory stream, where I was just reading about their bios. Also, my scroll wheel is not cooperating. My opinion on Marot now is it's basically how I feel towards Eiichi, I think. Or father. Basically, to me, like, I understand why Marot does the things he does. You know, it's to protect Melody, which is by far his biggest priority, and he has every right to to do what he thinks is best to make sure that she's safe. I think the problem is that he, prior to the Red Bouquet story, he was very dismissive. Yeah, which caused a lot of like conflict between him and Harit, especially because Harit thought that this was like an almighty greatest knight, right? And he called him a fraud because it turned out it was a lie. Marot is very powerful, but you know, like he told Harit that the title of greatest knight is nothing but a lie, just to make sure that, you know, no one is brave enough to attack the Melody Kingdom because of it. And his tactics, though, are very sneaky, and it's low-key like a bit like, you know, like it's mischievous, it works. So to him, it's like everything, like, to him, it just seems like everything is just playing out the way he imagined, because his main priority is to keep Melody safe, and what he's doing is keeping her safe too. So to him, he's not doing anything wrong. That's why he's more of a mix rather than pure HE, because HE isn't really dismissive. No, HE is not dismissive, that's the thing. Marot has gotten a lot better. I personally like him a lot more than I thought I would, because I do love his playful personality, and I love how he teases Harit now. But I love how he... Hi, Dracus! I love how he comes around at the end of the story. Like, at the end of the Red Bouquet, even though technically... Okay, spoilers for people who are watching but don't want spoilers. Even though in the last episode, you know, he said that, oh, I will, you know, I hereby revive the Red Bouquet and, like, get all the members to assemble and stuff, like the legendary version, right? Even though that was a flat-out lie based on his own words, the fact that he said that, you know, like, the fact that he said that every good lie has an element of truth, and Puruth had, I think it was Puruth like explained to Harit that, you know, Marot actually does believe that they can become the next Red Bouquet. It shows that he has learned from Harit, and, like, you know, maybe ideals may not solve, ideals themselves may not solve issues on their own, but it's important to at least have ideals so that you know what kind of boundary you're setting, so you don't seem like a total jerk to people. You know, which is cute. So I love how Harit and Marot learned from each other's, like, strengths. It's awesome to see, because Harit definitely learned a lot from Marot, because Harit always thought that, you know, ideals are most important to keep their lord safe, but in reality is that sometimes you do have to, like, I don't know how to say it, like, find some loopholes, I guess. Sometimes you have to jump through loopholes to be able to accomplish your goals and stuff. Harit can even move a person. Can even move a person like Marot. Yeah, he can. Yeah. I can tell Marot is a lot more, like, he's a lot better now. He is a lot less dismissive, and he's also a lot more open-minded to things, and the Lost Kitty arc definitely says a lot, because I believe some time has passed since the ending of the main story till the Lost Kitty arc. It's the fact that, you know, Marot trusts the rest of them. Like, you know, he trusts as he and Romarish went to the Blue Continent, they trusted Mimicha to look after the Red Continent while they're gone. So it was adorable. I really loved it. I love his character development. Yeah. He has one of my favorite character developments for sure. Yeah. I guess it's due to the fact that he became more open-minded, but yeah, I really like Marot. I do. I'm biased also because Melody is my favorite Sanrio character, but we don't talk about that, okay? Also, I love the illustration of Marot. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Kino. It was in like episode 5 or 6 when Marot was talking about how he met Melody for the first time, and there was this illustration of Melody just staring up at him with, like, her cute, like confused face. It was adorable. It was so cute. It was so cute. Yeah, it was so cute. So yeah, I'm very biased. I'm biased because Melody's my favorite, but I do end up liking Marot a lot more than I thought I would, and yeah, I do really like him. I really like him a lot. Okay, so oh whoops. But one thing I do have to say though is I also like how he has come to terms with, you know, his brother being a Fragaria now, and is actually proud of him. I know they're still on shaky terms with each other, but at least now because of Hallrit actually being so similar to Kurot, Marot is able to able to like see his brother as someone who is capable and not the person that just ran away from his kingdom and just like betrayed my Melody or something like that. So I love it. I love that. I love that aspect of him. Okay, Puruth. I think I already said my piece about him. After the story, I really loved how much of a reliable person he is. It's like, oh, you need someone to like give you advice or like to just be there to like cheer you up. You can just go to Puruth and he would be the answer, and he'll have the answer to everything. And I love how the Pom Pom Pudding Kingdom's main tradition is music, because, you know, I love rhythm games and music is a big part in my life. But in terms of like I would say that Puruth's episode also was the most emotional one I've seen up to that point, because Puruth's episode was like after Rimicha's, Romadish's, and Hallrit's, right? His was like episode 4. I would say that his episode was the most emotional as well, is because of the fact that the whole time, the fact that up to that point we only thought that seeds were able to make things disappear, but the fact that he in Puruth's voice drama, it was revealed that, you know, they couldn't they can also target humans and also make humans forget why they're so passionate about things. It's also honestly really scary. Yeah, so I would say that that episode was quite emotional for that reason. The fact that it can literally happen to anyone, in the seeds can literally target anyone and anything, is just scary. You're still not over MRS. Oh, but yeah, the Puruth episode got to me. Yeah, it made me quite emotional, but it was a very good episode nonetheless, because it was able to really showcase the side of him that is more vulnerable, you know, because prior to that moment we didn't really see Puruth that vulnerable before, you know. So it's like it's an eye-opener. It helps us get to understand him more, and we got to see that adorable illustration of Pom Pom Pudding. Like, oh my gosh. Also, I would say it's so adorable that Pom Pom Pudding, when he leaves the castle, he would just like take naps on benches and people would like gather around him and sketch him. It is so cute. It is so cute. It is so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. Pom Pom Pudding is not like, he's not even like my top 3 in terms of Sanrio characters, like my favorite Sanrio characters, but that fact about him is so cute, because that immediately got me to imagine Pom Pom Pudding on like a park bench just taking a casual nap, and then like a bunch of people just like gathering around him just sketching him. Yeah. Oh, I love that fact. But I loved how they were all able to work together to make sure that, you know, also Puruth's singing when he was at the top of the hill and he started singing to like, you know, attract the seeds and stuff, is so good. I loved his voice, because the fact is that like there's minimal instrumentals in the background, you can only hear Puruth's voice. His singing is so good. I've heard his singing before from like like official songs, but that was like the first time like I heard him, like just his voice singing, and it was flawless. I loved it. Yeah, I love the way he sang in the in that episode. You can just like, you don't even need an illustration. You can just imagine him at the top of the hill singing it, and that's how much of emotions they were able to show with just using dialogue. And it's amazing how they're able to do that. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love this outfit on him. He looks very different without the puffy jacket, but yeah, I love the outfit on him. Oh, look at Pom Pom Pudding! So cute. Yeah, Pom Pom Pudding. Yeonchi loves Pom Pom Pudding, but sadly Puruth is not her type of character. She likes Hallrit though, so far. She hasn't made it as far as me in terms of like the lore. We've both been obsessed with Fragaria memories, but recently, because I was telling her about it and she was giving it a try, and yeah, she fell in love with the characters just as quickly as I did. Okay. Puruth's second illustration is so different. You're looking at him, you just feel like that's not Puruth without his big coat. What do I have to say about Romadish? Apart from the fact that he's my new favorite and perm favorite, I've been obsessed with this man recently, and I absolutely adore him. I never thought I would like him as much as I do. I personally, during like the first stream, I knew that I couldn't even pronounce his name right, and I do apologize for that, Robadish, I love you. But I think in terms of like just him in general, like I mean, from the description you can already tell he's a very gentle and amenable Fragaria, right? The thing is though, like he has a very high patience and very high tolerance level. Yeah, it's like so difficult to make him angry, but he's so scary when he's angry. Like, I've seen the few scenes, like particularly during the scene where he and Marot went to confront CL in the Blue Continent, and that's when Marot uses his magic on CL. That was one time, and the second time was when the Seeds invaded his kingdom and he had to get rid of them. Both times he was scary. He was genuinely scary. Like I could tell why he's the type of archetype of character where it's like, oh, you don't want to make the nice guy angry, if not you will really have to face something that you would regret. And I have to agree on that part. I have to agree with that statement. He is definitely someone you don't want to make angry, because he literally, I was so taken aback when he literally just took the seed and literally just yeeted it up into like space or something like that. He literally just threw it and was gone. He didn't even use magic for it. He just threw it and it disappeared. Oh, that caught me off guard big time. But I really like him. He's gorgeous. I love every bit of him, I would say. From looks to personality to just his outfit and just like his vibe in general. Just really just like gives off a very gentle he has a very gentle interior and exterior, like gentle personality and gentle appearance as well. So there's really nothing wrong about him, and there's nothing I can say that I dislike, because I generally don't dislike anything about him. I love every bit of him. Yeah. I would say like his kingdom's tradition is also very cute. The fact that Marong Queen loves like traditions and stuff, and just like sewing and like sweets and like tea and everything. It's really cute. But I don't know what else I can really say about Romarish because he's my favorite. There's really nothing else I can really say that can really be any different from what I've already established. But yeah, he's my perm favorite. I think because now I can safely say that I know every single character now at a primary base, like I know what there is to know about them and I know how they interact with people. I think it's safe to say that he is my favorite. Yeah. Because at the time when Taksem was my favorite, I didn't know any of them well enough. But now that I do, I can say that Romarish is my favorite and he is so cute. He's adorable. He's very pretty too. He reminds me, his looks really remind me of a mix of Eiichi and Hajime. Yeah, with the way his eyes, with the way he looks like Hajime because of his eyes actually. His eye shape is like so gentle looking, it really reminds me of Hajime's eyes. It's like very big and like a bit rounded and everything like that. We can say how pretty he is. Yes, he's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, one thing I would have to mention is I actually thought that his the red thing around his arms, I really thought it was a jacket, but I realized because of how fluffy it looks, but it's not. It's like it doesn't look like a jacket. It looks more of like just like a scarf or a shawl wrapped around his arms. Yeah, but I love how he looks in it. It's a very nice fashion choice. It's a very nice fashion choice. I absolutely love it. I love how sophisticated he looks. He looks very approachable. Yeah. And he also looks like someone who, like, I mean I know he is, but like you can, from his looks you can tell that all he wants is for people to be happy. It's like a ribbon. It is. I can stand here and gush about him all day, but we do have to move on to the next character. But yeah, I am in love with this illustration of him. His the more recent one. The debut one is very pretty, but this one where he's doing like this like thinking pose, he looks a lot more I don't know, I just like the way that the angle he's drawn at better, because he looks a lot more sophisticated. I love this illustration. I love it. But yeah, he's my favorite. He is my favorite. Not to mention the Maroon Queen kingdom is so pretty. I love her kingdom. It's very cozy cottagecore vibes. I absolutely love her kingdom. But Rimicha, okay, I never expected to like Rimicha as much as I do. At first I thought, because like from what I've read about him, I can really tell that he is definitely the person that would, you know, like because it says here he dislikes hard work and has a habit of secretly playing games to avoid his responsibilities. So to me he seems like a very kind of like free-spirited kind of person, a bit aloof maybe. I don't know if aloof is the word, but he definitely seems to be the type of person that you cannot rely on when you need like a task done, you know. But then the story gives him a lot more depth, because we learn that, you know, the reason why Rimicha is the way he is because of his background, and that nobody really believed in him, or no one was there for him for his whole life until the Kirimi-chan. Yes, Kirimi-chan was there to take him in as their Fragaria. So it was only until then where he felt validation. So that's why he craves attention and craves compliments so much, is because like for most of his life he never got any, and for most of his life he never thought that he was good enough, and it became so engraved into his mind that he would rather not try, and trying and failing, you know, which is so sad, honestly. It's so sad. Yeah, it's really sad to see, but at the same time he's such an adorable character. Like, you could tell he has only the best of intentions in mind, because, you know, especially in the Lost Kitty arc, where he's his concern for Sana was very apparent. It was very obvious that he cares about him and does his best to bring him back to normal. He does cry a lot, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. And I personally love Rimicha for how, like, basically he's very honest with his feelings. Like, he won't hide it if something is bothering him. Yeah, and I love that about him. Not to mention he's very cute. He does remind me of Maui, actually. He reminds me of Maui mixed with Tori, actually. Yeah. I don't know if I said that in my first stream about him. I don't know if my opinion has changed since then about him, or I had the same first impression, but yeah, I really like Rimicha. I just love the red bouquet. Not to mention his kingdom is very fun. Like, Rimicha's kingdom is like full of bentos and food and everything, and not to mention the whole his episode is very comedic. You know, I remembered actually when I first watched his episode that Rimicha and Sana, yeah, they're dynamic. But I remembered when Rimicha was explaining like how the seeds would take the bento ingredients and turn them into bento monsters, like ingredient monsters, right? And then like the monsters really just have feet and like arms and then chase them around. And then I was like, I remember like saying out loud, I was on my own when I was watching the episode. I remember saying out loud to myself, it would be fun. I remember talking aloud and saying to myself, it would be funny if the solution to this problem were to have them eat the monsters. And lo and behold, that was the solution. And when Rimicha got really hungry and he started eating like the salmon, I'm pretty sure he ate the salmon. I was like, no way, that was the actual solution. And then I just started laughing. I started laughing so hard that I had like, I really like kind of like lost my breath or something like that. I was laughing so hard because I was like, no way that was a solution. And the fact that the solution was in fact to eat the monsters that were chasing them was so hilarious to me. I was laughing nonstop when I saw that episode. I was like, that was actually a solution. Yeah. So well, I called it. I did. I just called it. Really, I really did. And I was laughing. I was laughing really hard when that happened. At first, because prior to that, we saw that the two episodes that came before Mimicha's was Romaricious and Hauritz, right? And the thing is like for Romaricious solution was to bring something that was dear to the kingdom. In that case, it was the tapestry, to hang it above the door of the castle, so to lower it so that the ghost seeds will have nowhere to like run and stuff like that, because there was only like one seed, the rest of them were fake. So like I was thinking like there's no way they are gonna repeat the solutions for everybody. Everybody's kingdom solution will definitely be different. And I was like, since Rimicha's is like food related, are they gonna eat the monsters? And it turns out they did. Which was funny. It was hilarious. Okay, Sana. He is a... oh my gosh. Where do I even begin? He is definitely... I would say that he's the character that's given me the most emotional roller coaster so far. Mainly it's because of the sea spirit in his kingdom. Like the whole thing about like keeping up with tradition just because people before you have done it, but you don't really know the purpose of it, and you will eventually just like take it as it is and forget about the true meaning of the whole festival and the whole traditional things. It's just like, it's something that's so... it's so sad, but honestly it's not wrong, because there are definitely cases where it's like people do traditional things but they don't know why they're doing them. They're just doing them because they've been told to, you know, and it will eventually go down the line so far that eventually people will just stop caring about the true meaning behind certain festivals or certain things. So to have Fragaria Memories have an episode like that is relatable, I'll say, because there've definitely been cases like that happen, which is, you know, in the real world, not just in fiction. So I really like Sana's episode because of that. And also because like the way that he talked to the sea spirit was so cute, because like he was calling out to it and said that, you know, like he would make sure that he would never forget about it ever again, and like, you know, like make amends with it and everything. It was really, really cute. I love how carefree he is, because he's always the person to cheer up Rimicha if something were to go wrong. That's why I really felt quite emotional when he got attacked by the seeds in the Lost Kitty arc, and then he actually forgotten about. I mean, I'm past that already because he already recovered, but it was quite emotional when the seeds attacked him and he forgotten everything. Yeah, it was quite sad. Yeah, I was like, no, don't do this. Why? I remember I was just like yelling like, no, why? And then when Rimicha cried, I was on the verge of tears too, because he asked like at first he only didn't remember that he was Fragaria, but then like afterwards he didn't even remember who Rimicha was, and then that was when I lost it. I was like, oh my gosh, they are literally erasing like every bit of memory he had, you know. Oh my gosh. Oh, you remember when everyone started doom posting about Sana, like it's Sana, but really, oh my gosh. But luckily he's back, okay? Where because I already finished like a good chunk of episodes, I'm at the part where he already recovered already. So yeah, it's good to have him back. Oh, but I was so like, oh my gosh. I'm so ready for like the next few episodes to be an emotional roller coaster, because I've seen the thumbnail for episode 24, I'm pretty sure, and it showed the Stellar twins crying, and I was like, oh no, I have to be mentally prepared for that. But Sana is a great character. In terms of design and appearance wise, he's not my favorite, because you guys already know that I prefer the princely type of characters, like in terms of like the way they're dressed and the way they look, like the very Sana's very cute, don't get me wrong, but like more stereotypically cute faces, and also more gentle faces, and more princely dressing. So, but Sana is a very good character overall. Like, I absolutely love him, and I love the whole of the red bouquet. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. I love the red bouquet. I love the red bouquet. I love them. I absolutely love them. I'm obsessed. But moving on to the blue bouquet here. CL. Now, he is, I mean, I think I already said my piece about him. Like, I said that, you know, my first impression of him was the fact that he is oh, don't worry, it was Kara name over like 3 more times, starting from Harit, Sana, ending with out of bed. Twins and Chaco, even LMAO. Like that meme, it's so over, we're so bad, it's so over. Oh, okay. But for Ciel though, he is definitely the character I didn't expect to like as much as I do. Because, like I said, I at first really thought he was a character that is like too perfect, you know? It's like, to me, when I first saw him, it really seems like he was very out of the picture. Yeah. It seems like he was very out of the picture, and really just seems like a higher, almighty type of person, like all-knowing, because he seems to know a lot that a lot of them don't. So it was like, I kept thinking that he would be very out of touch with the rest of them. But no, he is kind, he is caring, he is also like, I would say that he has a right mindset, in the sense where like, I know he carries a lot of burden, but at the same time, it's the fact that he is the one initiating the alliance and everything. But the fact that he cannot tell anyone why, it also puts a lot of unnecessary pressure. Not say unnecessary, but it just puts a lot of pressure on him. And I feel like he's handling it very well. Yeah. And the fact that from that illustration with him and Wilmash, we can already tell that he already has a very tragic backstory with him. And I can't wait to find out the details about it. But I really like CL. I really do. I really thought I wouldn't, because I thought he would be a very out of touch character, but no, he's a very nice character, and there's really nothing wrong about him. He's, for the most part, it seems like he's doing his best to prevent the worst, you know. And I know there are plenty of times where Moro will like call him out and say like, you know, why aren't you like telling me everything you know, and why are you creating this alliance without giving me the full detail about it. But for some reason I can tell that CL has his reasons why he doesn't want to share, and from where I'm at right now, it's quite clear that if he does share about the reasoning behind what he's doing, the aftermath would be something that they can't handle. So I don't know, he's very admirable for that. At least for me, that's like my take on him. Like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with CL. I personally really like him. And also, Kino, I don't know why, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling that CL can break the fourth wall. I don't know if he can, but I would like to see if since I assume that you've seen every episode already. For me, I'm like almost there, but I do still have a good chunk of episodes to go through. But you know, I don't know if it's a fact, but can CL break the fourth wall or not? Because I get the impression that he can, but I don't know. So I would like to, if you have confirmation, I would love to know if he can. I'm gonna take some water really quick. Chatting streams are so fun, but they require me to drink a lot of water. For now, it's like only Hangyeon. Okay. So it seems like CL has not shown any signs of it. I guess to me, he gives off the vibe that he can break the fourth wall is because of the first episode of the Blue Bouquet, where CL starts talking, and it's unknown who he's talking to. I don't know if you can answer this question, Kino. Do you know how in the first episode of the Blue Bouquet playlist, where CL, before we follow Kuro in his journey to become Kuromi's Fragaria, we actually get to see CL first, and he was talking to someone. Who was he talking to? Or was he talking to himself? I don't know, because he was definitely talking to someone, but because he said something like, will you help me save this world, or something like that. I don't know, he said something like that, and from what I remember, and it really seems like he's talking to like the audience. I could be wrong though, because he could be talking to someone completely relevant to the story, you know, and he's not like talking to like himself or something like that. I'm not too sure. Like, to me, it seems like he can break the fourth wall, but according to you, who has seen every episode, it seems like he can't. I don't know why he really gives off the impression that he can break the fourth wall. I really don't know why. You thought it was to Will Mesh. It's okay. But okay, that makes sense though. I don't know actually. I don't know who he was talking to. Because I don't know, like the way he talked in the episode was like very the way that he portrayed it was like, it seems like he's talking to the audience or something. Him, Wilmesh, and Sana can like talk to seeds and see through the tree of wishes, etc. Oh, is it? I know Wilmesh can. I haven't been to the part where Sana and CL can. But that's so interesting. I see. So they technically have a bit more power in that sense. He definitely has something off, you know. Yeah, that's why you call him gatekeeper. Oh, because he never tells, but he knows. Yeah, exactly. But I don't think CL has any malicious intentions though. But it makes him very sus. I'm not gonna lie. The way that he does things is very sus because like he's refusing to tell anyone anything, and the only person that knows is Wilmesh, who is too shy to tell anyone. But I don't think CL has any sort of malicious intentions, because at the end of the day, like what he wants is to, you know, protect Cinnamoroll and protect his kingdom and just fulfill his duties as a knight. But sometimes he does, you know, get out of touch with things because he is so busy in his office all the time that he cannot like set aside time for anything else. Oh, but I do like him a lot though. I like him a lot. I love his voice. Yeah, I really like his voice. Hold on. I'm actually going to do some research really quick about his voice actor. Please give me a moment, chat. I don't recognize this voice actor's name, but I'm pretty sure once I see people he voices, I will know exactly who he is. Oh my gosh, he voices so many people I recognize. Oh, that's why his voice is so familiar. He voices so many animes I watch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm terrible with VA names. All I know is like, you know, if I hear a familiarity in the voice, I'll be like, oh, this person voices. Yeah, he voices Nagi from Blue Lock. He does. He voices a lot of shows I watch. Yeah, the main one is he voices my favorite character from what's this anime? Oh, Fruits Basket. Yeah, Fruits Basket is one of my favorite anime, and he voices someone there. Oh, he voices Silver too. That's so cool. Oh, whoops. Oh. Yeah, I really like his voice. It's very calming, but at the same time, it's like very it's gentle, but it's also like you could tell it's very welcoming. It's not like monotone in any way. Yeah, you can feel the warmth in his voice when he talks. He's like he's a smooth talker. But yeah, that's my opinion on CL. I do really like him. I do. I mean, I can say that for every character, right? I love every character. Hey, I love every character. Is that really a surprise though? They're all so lovable. They're all very lovable. Yeah. The thing about Fragaria Memories is the fact that at the end of the day, you can really you cannot really hate them for the things they do, is because like even though some of their methods are questionable, right? Like their main goal is always to protect their lord, and you can't really blame them for that, because like if that's their main goal, they will do anything to keep their lords protected, right? Because they're very loyal to them. So yeah. Kurot, oh my god, he is okay. I have a ton to say about him. First things first, I love how we got to see his full journey. Like, when we meet the rest of them, they were already Fragaria. Even Battlebomb doesn't really count because we didn't really find out he wasn't a Fragaria until like everything's said and done and the rest of them reveal it to him. And also, Halrid was already a Fragaria, he was just very new. But for Kurot, we actually got to see like his full journey, and from the trials to like his conflict with Wilmesh to his ceremony. It was so like, I'll figure out what that word is for another time. I'll figure out what that word is and pronounce it, chat. But for now, I'll call it a ceremony. You guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. But I was so taken aback at how Kuro is as a character. I already was mentally prepared to know that he is not like some kind of like emo, very dismissive emo kid. Obviously, like I was prepared for him to not be like that, because from his bio you can already tell that he's a very earnest and very hardworking character. But I didn't expect him to be this sweet and this like he's an all-rounded just good earnest guy. Yeah, there's literally no bad bone in his body. There's no bone in his body that doesn't want to help others and just do the right thing, and it's so adorable. I absolutely love his interactions with Kuromi, especially, and how much he says that she's a little rascal, but it is so cute. He's the cutest, sweetest, reliable, prettiest, and funniest alongside Chaco. He's so stupid but so smart at the same time. Chaco's your favorite, right, Kino? I think Chaco's your favorite. I remember you mentioning your favorite. If I'm not wrong, it's Chaco, isn't it? Kurot is like second for you, I think. Based on the way you typed out about them, I think Kurot is second, then Chaco is your favorite. And oh my gosh, I am a melody bias, but when Kurot went back to Kuromi's castle to look for her, to ask her about being her Fragaria and stuff, and ask her for like her approval and stuff like that, I low-key just I kind of like cried, because that illustration of Kuromi finding out that, because it showed Kuromi and it showed her like really sad because she found out that Kurot was from the My Melody kingdom, and Kuromi doesn't like Melody. She wants to not overpower, but she wants to one-up Melody, right? She sees Melody as a rival. So when she found out Kurot was from that kingdom, she got really sad and ran away from him, right? And when he finally caught up to her, they showed an illustration of sad Kuromi. Oh, that illustration was like so cute but so sad at the same time, because like she looks so scared of him. Not scared, but like she just looks so betrayed. Oh, you love Chaco and Kurot? Yes. Yeah, Kurot is a very lovable character, I would say. I love the way that he just wants to help, and the fact that he just started off as a runaway from a different kingdom and from a different continent, no less, and yet he became a Fragaria and is like, you know, the most loyal person to Kuromi now. It's just amazing to watch his development and just to watch him grow as a person. And the fact that he went back as a messenger for CL to deliver the letter to Marot, it was awesome to see. I loved his ceremony episode. It was so nice. I love it. And I love his outfit in that episode. His second illustration looks like this. That cat emoji. Yeah, it kind of does, but I like it though. I like it. Yeah. But I mean, he is growing from it, but I do hope that one day he would. I think he is I don't know if he's over it permanently, but I really hope that he realized that he is an awesome person and he doesn't need to feel inferior to Marot anymore. Especially now that he's a Fragaria. So I'm hoping that he would continue to be happy. You like it too. He's so cute. He's very cute. Kurot is very cute. I like him a lot. Oh, I would say one thing also. I love his color palette. It's like very... I know it's based off Kuromi, obviously. But the black with like the hot pink and like the magenta and the little bit of the light purple on his headphones really does something for me. Yeah. He's very cute. He's a very lovable character. Like all of them are. But he's definitely on the side where like he's like very precious. He's a very precious character, I would say. Yeah, he's very, very adorable because of it. I just hope that, you know, he doesn't have to feel like he's inferior to Melody, like, not Melody, Marot. Yeah. I hope that he doesn't feel that way anymore. Because now he's loyal to Chromie. Okay, Wilmash, the person that gave Kurot a lot of problems in the initial part of the Blue Bouquet episodes. Because, you know, Wilmash was like deceiving him and Chromie. Because, you know, he is... Oh my gosh, his second illustration is so pretty. Okay. His looks are most descriptive because he's that character design of a nonchalant guy, and this guy is extremely chalant. Yeah, too chalant even. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Wilmash, we know the least about him. I think that's a given because he's a very mysterious type of character. But nonetheless, he is someone who you can tell only wants what's best for him, his lord, and his kingdom. The thing is, his kingdom is, you know, not on the map and it's secretive, right? So not many people know about the kingdom's existence, and not even many people live there, right? It's a relatively small kingdom, so I cannot really say much about Wilmash just yet because I honestly don't know much. All I know is that he is connected to what's called the Tree of Wishes, I think, and also the fact that he's a very shy and a secretive person. But at the same time, you could tell that he has no ill intentions. He's just doing what the rest of them are doing, which is protecting his lord. So, yeah. But his friendship with CL is adorable. The fact that he immediately changes demeanor when he's talking to CL because, you know, he feels like he can be vulnerable with CL is so cute. It's so cute. And it makes it better. The fact that CL is the person that asks him the questions in his Q&A video makes it all the more cuter because you could tell that he became a lot more comfortable once he realizes that CL is the one asking the questions. I also love the bandage detail on his fingers because, you know, he constantly... I forgot which character said it, but someone said that he constantly gets paper cuts, and I think it's quite cute that they added that feature in and not just like leave it as like something that up to like the viewer's imagination. They actually add it as like a permanent thing to his design where he has bandages on his fingers because of the paper cuts. It's cute. It's so cute. Yeah. And his voice is very calming as well. I do like his voice a lot too. He's another one where I really like his voice. In terms of voices, I love CL's voice, I love Wilmash's voice, and I love Romadish's voice. I love all their voices, don't get me wrong, but those three are the most standout voices to me because of how calming and how gentle they sound. Yeah. Oh, he voices those people. I'm looking up his VA right now because I can see the name of it. Huh. That's so interesting. I do recognize the characters he voices. That's so cool. Oh, but nothing much can be really said about Wilmash. I don't think I'll definitely say more what I feel when I find out more about him, but he's a mysterious character at the foundation, so yeah, even after like seeing the whole of the Blue Bouquet chapters, I still don't know much about him. You remember that Croat's VA is the same as Nagi from 18 Trip? Really? And Chaco is Ranga. Ooh, okay. Well, we're overlapping with overlapping here. We're overlapping like all three franchises that I love to talk about on this channel together, which is 18 Trip, Fragaria Memories, and Ensemble Stars. Oh my gosh, okay. I am in love with this illustration, by the way. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. But, okay, moving on. Oh, side note, I love Wish Me Mel is actually one of my favorite Sanrio characters, even before Fragaria Memories was a thing. Because Fragaria Memories is still relatively, it's a couple of years old, but it's like, you know, not that old. But ever since I saw Wish Me Mel, like from like when I saw her, like her merch and stuff, she's one of my favorite Sanrio characters. Yeah, she's so cute. It's not that difficult to find her, but at the same time she's not as like well known as like Melody or Kuromi or Cinnamoroll or anything like that. So, but she's so cute. Anyway, the Stella twins. Okay, we'll start with Clark Stella. He's the biggest tsundere, I would say. Like, he's one of the biggest tsunderes. Like, not just in the cast, but like in general, like in terms of like characters that I love to talk about. Fragaria Memories designs and illustrations are so gorgeous. They are! You're so thankful to those illustrators and artists that made them. Right, they're so pretty. The literal finger bandages. Yeah, it's a very cool detail for Wilmesh. I love the finger bandages on him. But for Clark, I would say that okay, I do have to admit that he is a lot more hostile than I first thought he would be. Because I first thought he would just be like a, okay, technically he's only really hostile towards Kurot and CL to a certain extent, but at the same time though, he when he first caught Kurot entering the castle in that trap thing, he was quite hostile towards him. Yeah, he's the tsundereest of them all. Yeah, he is. He is. I do like him a lot, but at the same time, it's like I just find it really, I just find his interactions with other people funny, because like apart from his lords and Lauter, he doesn't really talk to people in the most gentle way. He seems very like distant, very aloof and everything. Yeah. So his interactions with Kurot is very funny, but I don't know. Like, when it comes to Clark, I think the most standout thing about him is the fact that, you know, his attitude towards other people is very different from his attitude towards his brother and his lords. So, but he's still very cute, and you could tell that he only wants what's best for his lords again, and his brother. So, he definitely has a lot of similarities with Ryui. Yeah, I can definitely see the semblance there. They could have been such friends. He has like a very Clark definitely has like he has a very unique personality trait that no one else in this cast has. So that's what makes him unique. Yeah, I do really like him though. I do. But I think in terms of which twin I prefer, once I got to know them better, I know I've said I preferred Clark prior to in my previous stream, but I think after getting to know them better, I do think I prefer Lauta now, because I do like gentle personalities more. Don't get me wrong, you know, I love Koaku and I love how tsundere he is, but I think Clark's tsundere vibe is a bit too tsundere for me. Like, he seems a bit too aloof for me and a bit too distant. So yeah, I think my preferred twin after getting to know them a bit better, it's definitely Lauta. Yeah, I love how gentle he is and how he just I love how like he's just so easy to approach, you know, like there's no like you can just approach him and ask him a question and he would just answer it to the best of his abilities, you know. He's not distant in any way. He's very kind, and he's also quite, I would say, motherly. I say motherly is because like the way that he makes pancakes for his brother and his lords and have tea with them, and the fact that he's the older twin as well shows that he has a lot more responsibility, or like he exudes a more responsible personality type compared to his brother. So yeah, I really like Lauter for that, and I think he's my favorite twin of the two. But you can tell he loves his brother. So there, and again, there's really, just like Romarish, there's really nothing wrong with Lauter that I can really think off the top of my head, because I mean, the only thing that really like I feel bad for and pity him for is the fact that he is very frail. So he is, you know, someone who needs a lot of sleep, a lot of rest, and someone who's like relatively weak, like physically. But that doesn't change my mind about how amazing he is in terms of personality and his character. Like, he's a very nice character. And his like interaction with Miuna is very cute, especially with how they arranged that pancake party for Wilmesh and Kuro to make up, and Miuna wrote the invitation and Lauter offered to like bake all the pancakes for them. It's so cute. It's adorable. The pancake party with the blue bouquet is like one of my favorite interactions they had. It's so cute. It's so cute because it's so wholesome. It's so wholesome. Oh my gosh. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just want to go back and watch the episode now. I just watched it a few days ago for the first time, and now I want to do it again. Okay. But I would say Lauter is definitely my favorite of the twins now, because of like after getting to know them better. It seems like Lauter is more of my type of character than Clark is. But I do love both twins. It comes as a no surprise. Both twins are amazing, and they both are better together than apart. So, oh, look at Lala, so cute. Okay, Miuna. Miuna is Miuna is straight up just cutesy all around. I love how pure he is. His first interaction with Kuro is very comical, I would say. It's because, you know, he got dragged into the trials for Chrome's night when he is already a Fragaria to Kogimune. It was quite funny. Yeah. And then he just got pushed around by everyone, and then he's like, I passed the first trial, I just did a random pose. It was so cute. Yeah. Because like he was trying his best to like explain to everyone that, oh, I'm not here for the trial. I'm here because I want to bring someone who, you know, is signing up for the trial. And then he just got dragged into the mess. He's so cute. And the fact is that he's a person that really just like, for me, just like is very earnest. Just like Kurot, he's very earnest. You know, he's very clumsy, and he's also like, you know, he does need to like have more self-confidence, but you could tell that he is really just doing his best, and he would do anything to save his kingdom. And especially during his episode in the Blue Bouquet, I won't say exactly what happened, but the whole thing where like he was like screaming at the seats and just like everything just got set on fire was like, oh my gosh, it was just so heartbreaking. It must have been so heartbreaking for him, but oh my gosh, it was an emotional moment. Lauter is like similar to Romarish, as in you can't find anything bad about him except for like obvious life debuffs he has. Yeah, the life debuffs is basically Aichi. Lauter is basically like Aichi in terms of physical health plus like Hajime, actually. Yeah, so just like Romarish, he is Aichi plus Hajime. It's just that Romarish got Aichi's like appearance and like Aichi's like demeanor, where like powerful demeanor or something like that. But Lauter unfortunately got his life debuffs. I know their sicknesses aren't the same. Especially Lauter is more of like in general, Aichi is because he's suffering from like I'm pretty sure Eiichi is suffering from like a specific disease. So, but yeah, I love Lauter Stella. But Miona's so cute. Oh my gosh. And the thing is, even though Miona's voice, the voice actor did a fantastic job voicing Miona, because with Miona's very high-pitched voice, there has to be a certain there has to be a certain limitation to make sure that the voice doesn't sound like too squeaky, because if it sounds too squeaky, then it will sound more annoying. But the VA delivered it so well that he just sounds cute all around. Like, I can listen to Miona's voice all day. It's so cute. It's so adorable. And the VA is just, I just want everything to go well, and I want everything to, you know, go smoothly and just like have fun and just be happy. It's so cute, man. It's so adorable. Miona is a very wholehearted, yeah, it says right here, wholehearted perseverance. He's a very wholehearted character. So cute. Miona does remind me of Toy from 18 Trip. I don't know if because I don't know much about 18 Trip because I've been just filled with Fragaria memory stuff. He does give me Toy vibes though. Yeah. Okay. We reached the end of the blue bouquet. Okay, all in all, I love the blue bouquet. The blue bouquet, again, I love the red bouquet because I love the bond that they have with each other and everything, and I love how, Kino, I'm really hoping you're watching it live, because I don't know why you seem like the live for you is like much more delayed than it actually is. I don't know if you want to try refreshing the live or not, but it seems like the live is very delayed for you, like more than the usual 30 seconds. So I don't know if you want to try refreshing the live or not. He's kind of like Toy, like a mix of Raika and Toy. Absolute cute. So cute. But okay, in terms of the blue bouquet, I absolutely love them. Like, there's nothing much for me to say. I just love all of them individually, but I also love their dynamic. The thing is, they're not as close with each other as the red bouquet is. The red bouquet is like fully trust each other and stuff like that, and always like go around, cross borders to help each other. The blue bouquet, I've yet to see them do that, except for like, you know, throughout Croat's journey, they do that. But yeah, you just had calls and it got delayed for 30 seconds more. Oh, you caught up? Okay, hopefully you did. But yeah, I love the blue bouquet. I love the blue bouquet. Okay, Naya bouquet. The one that is the most chaotic. Okay, first of all, before I give my thoughts on Bottle Bomb here. The first episode of the Naya bouquet, I could already tell how chaotic they are. Because the starting was literally Hangyeon, Taksem, and Pikero like talking to the audience. Like, they actually are talking to like, oh, previously on Fragaria Memories, or previously on the Naya bouquet. I just started laughing because I was like, oh my gosh. Every time I just said, oh my gosh, because they were just so chaotic. And then like, especially, oh my gosh, this is why Taksem, even though he's not my favorite anymore, he's still my second favorite for a reason. And the reason is because his English is so funny. Like, his pronunciation is so good. But I think the point that really draws it home was like, every time like Hangyeon or Pikero does something like out of the ordinary, or like in Hangyeon's case, sometimes just unhinged, like Taksem will go like, no way. I just start laughing because their opening line was so out of sync. It was actually hilarious. It was so hilarious because they were trying to like, you know, like like put it together properly and everything, and then like you know what, let's get it right in the next episode. And then they never get it right because Taksem had to go to into the story because he was part of episode 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Honestly, they're so crazy. They just go straight up to your heart. Yeah, they do. They're all very chaotic and I love it. No, Taksen, no way. I say no way like that now too. Yeah. Taksen's no way is very it's cute and it's also very like entertaining because like I don't know, the way he said it just like brings me joy. It brings me a lot of joy. Yeah. Okay, but back to Battle Bomb here. We'll talk about Taksem later when it's his turn. But Battle Bomb, I like to say I love. Okay, at first I was like following along with the story, and it was like it was mentioned how Battle Bomb is the one of the newest Fragaria because he recently got hired. Hired, I guess is the word, because he made Batsumaru sign a contract, right? And the fact that he didn't know that there was the official ceremony and everything, and Batsumaru forgotten about it, he never formally became a Fragaria until, you know, until like at the end of the Naya Bouquet, which was quite funny because like I like to say Battle Bomb is also very relatable because like he has a very strong sense of self-doubt because he keeps thinking that he's not good enough, and all he wanted was for someone to tell him that he's good enough. But because Batsumaru like forgotten about the ceremony, he literally Battle Bomb didn't see Batsumaru telling him that he's good enough, and he kept thinking that like he is not good enough because Batsumaru never gave him the ceremony, which was hilarious because it was just this big misunderstanding and everything. And the fact that he got infected by a seed as well makes it even more funny. I mean, the fact that, okay, it's not funny that he got attacked by a seed, but it was funny because like this whole thing could have been prevented if Batsumaru just remembered to conduct the ceremony. So I don't know, it was quite funny. The way that the core of the problem was so simple and so preventable just makes it all the more hilarious. Yeah. Not to mention, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Egbert or something. The crocodile that's with him is quite funny also. Like the way he like yells at like the knights and everything is quite funny. One of the first content you read is him not knowing how to relax and not to push himself. Right. Yeah. He works too hard for his own good. The fact that like he wrote hundreds of thousands of reports for Batsumaru to improve the kingdom is just wow. Just wow. He is definitely the perfect Fragaria for Batsumaru. I'll definitely put that out there. And again, he's just like a Kurot, where you think that based on the way he's designed, he's like this edgy guy who you cannot approach, and it's like someone who is like you don't want to mess with and everything like that. And don't get me wrong, obviously you don't want to mess with these people because these people have magic and they will definitely take you down if you get on their bad side. But Battle Bomb is such a like he's just an awesome character. Yeah, I'll say that. He's hardworking. He is friendly. He's outgoing, and he literally just doesn't like, again, no backbone in his body. Yeah, I mean technically he doesn't feel like he's good enough because that's why he got possessed in the first place. But he has a great head on his shoulders for sure. He has the right mindset. You know, all he wants is for Batsumaru's kingdom to thrive, and like, and he knows how to lead a big group of people. So yeah, a very great character. He's a very great character. When I first saw him, and I saw him like This was before he became a Fragaria, and when he just like dealt with the seeds, like chasing them away and stuff. I was thinking like, wow, this is such a good guy. Like like you know, like especially his soldiers call him Aniki, even though he doesn't like it. But it was quite funny. But oh my goodness, it was hilarious. Oh my gosh, I do really like him as a character. So sorry, chat, I had to yawn. But as his design's not for me, because you guys know I prefer the angelic aesthetic, but he's a very cool character nonetheless. Okay, Chaco. Okay, so Chaco, he is a okay. I don't know what I said in the first stream. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD and compare the two VODs. But Chaco, I love his interactions with Autopec. I know I would call them like a dynamic duo, because like you cannot have one without the other, I would say. Like his interactions with Arupek is so hilarious that I can't even like I cannot even like not giggle when I see them both together. I'm like, oh, what kind of shenanigans are they up to now? I know Arupek is the one that is more outgoing and more like carefree. Chaco is more of the chill guy. He's more chill and more laid back, but they both bounce off each other's energy so well. Yeah, I love it. I love their dynamic. He's the second guy whose design is extremely deceptive. Yes. And especially, oh my gosh, I have to say, one interaction they had that really made me laugh was when they were on their way to Taksam's kingdom, and Adopek asked Chaco about his skateboard, and Chaco let him borrow it, and then the first thing Adopek does is run into a tree. It was hilarious because it's like, oh, I can go really fast, and then he immediately crashes into a tree. I'm pretty sure it was a tree that he crashed into. It was funny. But as for Chaco himself, he's just a very chill guy. Like, because the Naya Bouquet is just so chaotic, there's like really just like there's not much to go off in terms of like their character backstory and like the amount of depth, like the character, how deep the character goes. Yeah. You love this moment. Yeah, I love that moment so much. I love the I don't have to say though, for Chaco, I really like his episode because it really shows like there's a really different dynamic if you understand a person versus you try to understand them. Because in Chaco's episode, it was the kid who wanted to win the parkour contest, but he was too afraid, and then the seed attacked him, right? And Chaco tried to understand the kid by saying that it's okay to not win every time, you don't have to win every time and everything like that. But the kid won't listen to Chaco specifically, is because Chaco himself is a very skilled parkour and like has never lost a competition before, so it takes someone like Autopec to really get through to the kid, which I think it's a very good open-minded approach. Because like sometimes it does take someone with a more relatable standing ground to let the subject of the topic understand what the main priority of their mindset should be. Arupek said Chaco at least 100 times. Yeah, he keeps calling him Chaco. His name is cute. I like his name, because the fact that his name is because he's one of the characters where his name is literally half of his lord's name, so it's very easy to remember Chaco's name. Yeah, for majority of them, they are play on words of their lord's name, not exactly the same. So Chako's name is very easy to remember, and it's very cute. Chako said Aru around the same amount. Yeah, he keeps calling him Aru. They're inseparable. They are. They are. Also, can I say a very funny interaction they had was when Chako was helping Arupek train to use his magic, and then suddenly the invitation for Badobam's ceremony comes in. Like the ball just literally comes plummeting down from the sky, and then the moment it reaches them, it just exploded with confetti. And then Chako straight up just dips. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave the cleanup to you, Arupek. I'm gonna start packing up our stuff." It was hilarious. It was very funny because honestly, because when Arupek said like, "Oh, this is gonna take a long time to clean up," though, I was like, "Oh, Chako didn't want to deal with that, so he went to deal with the easier task." He beat Arupek to it. Like I don't know if it was intentional on Chako's part, but it doesn't seem like he wants to get involved with all that confetti. It was quite hilarious. You can say this will happen only in a Naya bouquet. Yes, they're just that chaotic. We love them for it though. Also, I love his dynamic with his lord. Because according to Chako, Chako, his lord is, very random and always on the move. So yeah. That's why Chako is always on his skateboard, is to keep up with his lord, which is very cute. It's like, when you have an idea, come and ask me first. It was quite funny because Pochako clearly didn't listen to him. So Chako has to do everything by his lord's wishes. Probably look at his face. Yeah, he's pretty sneaky. I'll say that. He's pretty sneaky about it. Arupek. Oh my gosh, Arupek. I really like Arupek. I love how earnest he is, and oh my gosh, like just like with Kurode, we were able to see his journey in terms of him not becoming a Fragaria, but him being able to use his magic properly. Yeah. So it's very awesome to see Arupek's growth in terms of his magic usage. Yeah. He loves his water gun, and I do find his water gun very, very cute. And I think in terms of other things I love about Arupek is how flawlessly he's able to like weasel into conversations. Like, it seems to me that he is very open, and he's also like very cheerful and everything, but at the same time he's also very empathetic. Yeah, he's able to like understand when the situation is serious, and he's able to do his best, even though at the time, I mean, now he's a lot better at magic, but at the time his magic was really weak because he was very bad at casting spells. It's so cute. He's a very cute character, and I'm glad that out of everyone's journey we could have followed, we followed his, because he's definitely, in terms of like, because Haori is the main guy in the series, right? If we were to, the Haori equivalent in the Blue Bouquet is 100% Kurot, and the Haori equivalent in the Naya Bouquet, I have to say, is Arupek, because all three of them are very earnest. They're all hardworking, they're all very wholesome, and they're all also just kind nature at heart. So they are like the most like wholesome characters in the, I'll say, in the franchise. There's like no bad bone in their bodies at all, which is so cute. It's adorable. So the main three guys that we follow are super cute for that. Yeah. His water gun is so cute. And the fact that he was able to actually like cast spells now, especially during the, I forgot exactly which episode it was, but it was when he started to actually like cast magic on his own and everything like that is awesome. Yeah. because he always felt guilty about letting Chaco do everything, and the fact is that it's not that he can't use magic, it's just he's not good at it. You love MC Trio. Yeah, they're so warm and nice. Yeah, MC Trio is great. Arupek. Okay, so next person. Whoops. Taksem. Okay, he is definitely he used to be my favorite. I think I've established that in the previous stream I had with Fragaria Memories. He is my second favorite right now. He was my favorite back then. For Taksem, I would say that me personally, I still really like Taksem. He's my kind of guy for sure, and he's very Esu coded. He's very Esu, Sukasa, and Riddle coded. So how can I not love him? Like, he's literally a combination of like my favorite characters. But at the same time, the reason why Taksem is not my favorite anymore is because the main reason is because I love Romadich more. But one thing I do have to say that I love about Taksem is the lesson he's learned in his kingdom. Yeah. Because at first I thought that because of course even though the Nyaboke is a very chaotic continent, and pretty much everything that goes on in that area is more towards it's less connected to the red and blue bouquets. It's more like they're off doing their own thing. The Taksem's episode, the fact that his kingdom was not attacked by seeds and the whole problem was caused by him to begin with because he created way too many rules, it really reminded me of Riddle's story in Twisted Wonderland, because Riddle was going through something similar. Riddle was not creating rules, he was more of like, but they are both similar or like the same in terms of the fact that they want to follow the rules so badly that they've forgotten that the rules can be, if the rules are followed like too one-to-one precise, or like if they're too strict about the rules, it can lead to more problems. So it is, yeah, I absolutely love the lesson that Taksem learned, and his apology was very nice as well. Yeah, his apology was both like super wholesome and also quite comedic because afterwards they played tag and stuff. Yeah, I really like Taksem. And it is quite obvious that he's learned his lesson as well, because he was a lot less strict and everything, and he's really Riddle coded, I would say. He really reminds you of Riddle. Hold on, chat. I need to get some water here. I have my water bottle next to me. Considering that I love Riddle, it was like war flashback with Taksem. Yeah, when I read his story, I was like, this is so like book 1 of Twisted Wonderland. Yeah. Like Twisted Wonderland in terms of like their like the, at least for Hearts the Bill. Yeah, it really reminds you of that. But oh my gosh, I do really like Taksem. I'll go as far as to say I love Taksem as well, because yeah, he is second to literally one of the most perfect characters in my eyes. But Taksem himself is an awesome character. I really like him. Yeah, he's very coded to be my favorite character, and he is. It's just that Romadich has him beat in my mind. But what's other things that I love about him? Oh, his English. Yeah, his English is golden. Like, especially with his exactly. Like, some of my few favorite English words from him is no way, and exactly. Yeah, I love both of those I love both of those English words from him the most. I think it's also because he says both of those things the most. Yeah, but he definitely says a lot more English than I expected, which, you know, it's such a good thing because it adds a familiarity because he's talking in a language that I understand. Yeah, his English is the charmest point, cherry on top. Yeah, his English adds to his charm. It really does. Yeah. Also, can I just say I love Taksam's middle illustration. I love his debut illustration. I think it's very cute, but I don't know why. There's something about him in this very regal pose with the staff like locked in his arm like that, and the way he's like looking and everything is very pretty. I love it. I love this illustration. Okay. Hangyeon. Okay, I didn't have much to say about Hangyeon previously. Now I have a lot more to say. Okay, Hangyeon. And Lily. So serious, what a king. Yeah. Okay. Okay, previously I didn't know much about Hangyeon because I think Hangyeon was one of the characters that you really have to watch him in action to really see what he's all about. And I have to say, he is... he's just fun. Yeah, Hangyeon, I can never take him so seriously because like everything he does and says is like so random. And I guess that's the point because, you know, Hangyeon does things because he's either bored, he wants to be entertained, or yeah, I don't really see like him having other motivations besides him just wanting to be entertained, you know. And he would just like sprout like seeds out of nowhere and make them chase around the other Fragaria while he just watches and laughs and stuff, you know. It was very funny. The trial with Arupek and Chaco was really funny. When he just like, oh, sayonara, I'm going to just put this seed in here with you and move on to give Taksem and Pichetto their own trial. It was quite funny. But of course, when it comes to you know, helping out a friend and everything, you know, Hangyeon is definitely someone that, you know, he can definitely be serious when he needs to be, especially when it's referring to Battle Barn. So Hangyeon's definitely very lovable in terms of that aspect. Is there anything else? I love his aesthetic. I mean, I think it's quite what you call it, obvious, I guess is the word, that he is based off Japanese culture, especially the castle, the Hangyeodon's kingdom. You can tell by the lanterns and by the style of the roof and everything that it's very Japanese oriented, especially the lanterns are like the cylindrical red color. It's a bunch of like koi fish. I think that's the fish that's on his outfit. So you can tell I love his outfit, honestly speaking. I just love how his first illustrations outfit, I just love how it looks, like the colors, the glittery shawl that's hanging from his arms, and his nails are so fabulous. Yeah. And yeah, I really like him a lot. I do really like Hangyeon. He's so cute. He's funny. He's cute in terms of like the way he talks and his visuals, but his personality, he's pure funny. Yeah, you can never be bored with him around. Basically, it's like, oh, do you want entertainment? Just ask Hangyeon to do something, and you'll be thoroughly entertained, which is funny. But at the same time, Hangyeon also, you know, does torture people for fun, because, you know, about him making the seeds to chase around everybody. So there's that to take note of. Aoi twins would have loved him. Yeah, they would have loved him. They would. Yeah, they would have had a blast with him. Okay, last character. Picaro. Okay, Picaro again, he's another character where before I saw the story, I think I mentioned how like I don't think I mentioned, but I think I was implying that I couldn't say much about him because I wanted to see him in action first, because from his wiki description I can't really make out anything. And I have to say, I do have more to say about Picaro than I used to. He is something, alright. I'll say that first of all. Um, the first thing when you enter the kingdom is like so experiment like. There's like test tubes everywhere, and like there's like one of the main things is like Picaro is always like coming up with a new invention, a new gadget, and just and I guess the funniest part is the fact that he thought about everything. He's like very forward minded thinking. It's like, oh, what if this happens? I should do this and this instead. So that's why, like, to prevent, what I'm referring to by that is the fact that he created the machine with his banishing magic, so it can, as it rains down, it will also get rid of seeds. It's so intelligent, but I don't expect anything less from a science guy. So you can't take him seriously after bees. You're crying. He's a very sciencey guy. You can tell by the way he dresses, but at the same time you can tell by Keropi's kingdom's visuals. Oh my gosh. I would have to say that he gives off a very micromanaging vibe. I don't know if you can feel it, Kino, but because he spends so much time watching Keropi like a test subject, it really reminds me. I mean, I know that the room that Keropi was in it turned out to be an escape room. It's not like he's holding him hostage or anything, but I can't help but get a very what was I about to say? I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember anymore. Dang it, I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. But, like, to me, oh, yeah, the fact that he's micromanaging. Yeah, I'll say that he gives off that vibe. Not just from the fact that he watches Keropi a lot, but the fact that like he has cameras everywhere and like he's just like watching out for seats and stuff. So he has like he has like a bunch of like viewpoints all around the kingdom, which is hilarious. You can see it, yeah, right. But he is a very fun character. I love his dynamic with... Okay, Battlebaum's dynamic with Hangyeon is gold. I absolutely love their dynamic. I love it. I mean, to be fair, they are apprentices together. But Hangyeon's dynamic with Picaro is just as funny, if not funnier. Only because Picaro is a lot more serious than Battlebaum is. Battlebaum is like, as much as he finds Hangyeon like, you know, like a bit weird and stuff like that, because Battlebaum is like so nice of a person, he kind of like just like, you know, like tolerates him. But Picaro just straight up like like if Hangyeon's getting too much, Picaro just straight up like is finished with him, and it's hilarious. It's very funny. So his dynamic with Hangyeon is it's way too funny not to laugh at. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I finished the main story already. So I already know all the characters, and I know like a little bit more than just their basic info, and I know how they interact with people, and I'm gonna definitely finish up the I'm definitely gonna finish up the sorry, I want to show Romadish because he's my favorite. So I want to give him some spotlight. But for in terms of like the whole like the whole series, I definitely will want to finish it, and I'll definitely do my best to finish it within the next few days, because the chapters are shorter now. They're not as long as the main story chapters, so I think I can get it done soon. So there is like Knight's Link and little outside content. Yeah, Knight's Links I've seen, but I'm almost finished with the main story. I'm almost done. The introductory stories I finished, like the introductions to each bouquet, I finished already. So I'm at the Lost Kitty arc right now. I'm at the second act of the Lost Kitty arc, so I'm almost there. And I cannot believe it, because I've watched the red bouquet, blue bouquet, and the Naya bouquet. Within the span of 3 days, I finished every single chapter, every single voice drama. Yeah. I spent a day just watching each bouquet's shenanigans until I was caught up with the story. Yeah. I do want to take a look at their radio as well. I can't wait to check that. Yeah, the Knight's Link that you said. Yeah, I've seen a few already. Those are really short, but oh my gosh, I love everything about Fragaria Memories. And I can sit here and yap, but I think in terms of like the main thing, I've already said what I think, because yeah, the main thing is like, how my impressions of each character has changed since watching the introductory voice dramas, and I have to say I am in love with all of them. They are all so cute. They're all like so lovable. Yeah. And this guy especially is very lovable. Oh, he has not left my mind since he became my favorite, I would say. He became my favorite the moment I watched episode 2 of the Red Bouquet. Yeah, the way that he handled things was so well done. Like, yeah, I really like him. So, alright, Kino, do you have anything you would want to chat with me about Fragaria Memories? Yeah, I already said what I needed to about like the main story and how I think of it, and I think in your perspective, you can see how much I have grown in terms of being a fan of this franchise. I have definitely increased my knowledge about them a lot. I know them a lot better, and I personally love them all. And I think you can feel how obsessed I am with this franchise. And I cannot wait for more content. That I definitely will finish up the main story episodes first, but yeah, the fact that I'm almost there, I can just see it. I can just see the ending in sight for now. Yeah, they just released episode 25, I think. Yeah, so at least I have one more episode to watch. It's why I like binged it. What else can you ask? I definitely did. Yeah, I really loved it because Fragaria Memory is good. Yes, I love this franchise. I love it. I mean, I love Sanrio. I really like Sanrio, like, as a whole, but to see them like have a project like this with husbandos is just it's right up my alley. It's so good. Yeah. '26 and Act 2 is like over. We gotta wait until Act 3 starts. Yeah, I've seen. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love this franchise. So good. It's so good. Yeah. It's just too bad that the game is not out yet, because I would definitely love to play it. I'll definitely play it when it's out though. That was your push to get into Sanrio. Oh, was it? Glad you're in it now, Kino, because Sanrio's great. Sanrio's very good. Also, I would have to say Romadish was also the pathway for me to get to know Maroon Cream more, because she's a very familiar Sanrio character. I definitely have a soft spot for her. It's just that because she is not as well known as the rest, I never really when I saw her, I only know her for her visual. I actually never knew her name until Romadish came out and Fragaria Memories came out. So I'm glad to be able to connect back with a Sanrio character that I do really like, that is severely underrated in my opinion. You wasn't really interested until those guys came out. I mean, I'm glad you're into it now, cause Sanrio is so cute. Sanrio is so cute. Yeah, I loved Sanrio ever since I was really young. So yeah, this just adds to my love for Sanrio, and I absolutely love it. There's absolutely nothing I would change in terms of how I like feel about Fragaria Memories. I love the story, I love the characters, I love their dynamic with each other, I love everything about Fragaria Memories. I absolutely love it. Yeah. It is just so fantasy-like and I love it. Funny that your favorite Sanrio still matches your favorite Fragaria Memory. Still matches your favorite Fragaria Memories. I mean, like, I would say that that's the case for most people, right? Like, most people's favorite Sanrio character will match up with their favorite Fragaria Memories character because they have that connection, but I could be wrong about that, because for me and Yonchi, our favorite Sanrio characters and favorite Fragaria Memories characters don't line up. But yeah, that could be just a us thing. I would love to do I think in terms of Fragaria Memories characters, because there's like 18 of them, I don't know if I want to do a tier list for them or a ranking, because like a ranking can definitely be possible, but a ranking will be like everyone would rank them on our own, and then you guys will see my rankings on my screen while you guys rank them on your sides, you know. But like tier list is where we take the average opinion of everybody. So considering how different Chaco and Pochaco Chaco despite literally lore and night, Chaco is like a father at this point. Yeah, because Pochaco is just so random. Pochaco just does his own thing. Pochaco is like Chaco's kid, but he is his monarch, which is funny. So I don't think I have to say much else, I don't think, because I've already said what I needed to say about each character, and I made it very apparent who is my favorite at this point. So I don't think there's much that needs to be said, but I don't know, Kino, is there anything else that we can chat about? The stream just reached 2 hours, so it's been a good stream. Yeah, the stream is not too short. It's been a great stream. You feel like tier lists could have been only the fun ones, like the birthday party one? Yeah, I think so. I think because Fragaria Memories has so few characters, it'll be better to do like scenario based tier lists that like how I did with Ensemble Stars a few months back. So I could definitely make that happen for sure. Oh, that would be hilarious. But oh my goodness, so pretty. I told Yonchi this about Romadish. I said, he is so pretty, it's unreal. I mean, I know he's a fictional character, but the fact that a fictional character can be this gorgeous is actually unreal. I told Yonchi that it's so unreal that he can be that pretty. Because he is so pretty. Maybe when the game comes out we can rate it cards if they have them. But it's in 2027. True that. I mean, technically they have multiple illustrations already, so we can look at the illustrations because they are multiple. each character already has 2 illustrations from the debut and the Lost Kitty arc, and then they have their first anniversary illustration and the second anniversary illustration. Yeah, I am in love with the Red Bouquet's first anniversary illustration. It's not in here, but yeah. Roma fans are the most hardcore ones in a positive way. Are they? Are they, Kino? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I forgot that I don't know if his fans call him Roma, but I know Rimicha loves to call him Roma. It's so cute. We can rate outfits. We can. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like how well not how well thought out, but like more of like just how pretty their outfits are in general. Like how fashionable they are. Yeah, everyone you saw almost worship him. I mean, I'm gonna join the pack on that. I think I do kind of worship him now, actually, because honestly speaking, because Fragaria memories, like because I spent a good few days just like watching the show and like not watching the show, watching the voice drama. I had no time to do anything else. Yeah. So as for my games, I like Ensemble Stars, Twisted Wonderland, and Ensemble Stars, Twisted Wonderland, and 18 Trip. I only logged into them, and I did Raika's birthday event. Just before stream started, I was able to get everything for him. But yeah, I have, my brain has been filled with nothing but Fragaria memories for the past few days. I would say like the past like week actually at this point. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Well, for a reason, he's very cute. He's very cute and he's very pretty. The way that he's so sophisticated. I just love how princely and how charming he is. Yeah. But I would say that in terms of... Okay. I mean, I did... When there's a favorite, there's always a top 3, right? And I would say that my top 3 right now, I think my third placer can change. But I would say my favorite right now is of course Romarish, and my second favorite is Taksem. I think my third favorite out of everyone else, right? I don't know why. I think it's CL. Yeah, I would say CL is my third favorite. I don't know why. I still do feel that there's some distance between him and the other characters because you know, there's definitely things that he knows that he's not telling other people. But for some reason, it's like I cannot help but feel secure when I look at him. Like he seems like he knows everything and he has everything under control. But at the same time, he just doesn't like want to tell anyone about it. You know? Cielo fans are also hardcore. Yeah. But I love this franchise. Oh no. Roma and Cielo just attract people like they're good for a reason. They're good! Yeah, they are very good. They are. They are. There's like no bad bone in their bodies. It's just that CL is a lot more sus. But at the same time, it's like you can tell that he doesn't have any bad intentions. Like you can tell that all he wants is just to protect Cinnamoro and his kingdom, and the blue continent for that matter. So yeah, cannot hate him for that. But I would say, yeah, those are my top 3. Romarish, then Taksem, then Cielomor. Yeah. They're all so pretty and so cute. But I think a close placing behind my top 3 is definitely Clark Stella and Lauta Stella. I do love to rank the twins together, and I personally love Clark Stella, Lauta Stella, and Marot. Yeah. Oh, I love Kurot too. This is why I would say, like, in my previous stream, on average, I love the blue bouquet It's because everyone in the blue bouquet is so lovable, but so is everyone in the red bouquet, and so is everyone in the Naya bouquet. It's just the Naya bouquet is more chaotic, that's all. So I really cannot say which bouquet is my favorite now. Because I love all three bouquets for different reasons. But I would say the bouquet that really stands out to me the most is definitely the red one. Yeah, I love how wholesome their friendship is, and it's adorable, and how much they trust each other. You have the worst connection between Chaco and Ten, and it adds points to the second one. Wait. Oh. Ten is honestly like a sad 14-year-old girl sitting on the window during rainy days, but with a cigarette instead of coffee. What? He's so cringe and stupid, it's funny. Oh, you're talking about Ten. I was like, wait. I thought you were talking about Chaco for a second. I was like, wait, Chaco smokes? No, he doesn't. Chaco is kind of like that, but not really. It's the, I don't know, the meme face where they close their eyes. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Do you really think they're that similar? I didn't know about that. Oh my goodness. I'll click on Kurot for now. He's very cute. Kurot is so cute, man. I never expect, again, I think for most of these characters is I never expected to like them as much as I do. You know? Like, I really thought that Kurot would be someone who, like, is like an emo guy, you know? But to see him in action and how wrong I was, he is so cute and he's so pure and he's so wholehearted and he's so wholesome and Crow is so, yeah, he's, you can't even explain. Yeah, exactly. It's unexplainable. Like, he's just an all-around good guy, and it is honestly just gold to just watch him go about his own thing and just do his best, you know. It's so cute because like you're watching him grow up throughout his like journey to become Chrome's Fragaria. It's adorable. Their attitude is so similar as in attitude to things, but they're exactly similar. Ten is very strange. You can't explain. Chaco with other characters too. Oh, I see. I see. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It's so fun to talk about Fragaria memories. Like, I'm so glad now that I get to spill all of my feelings about them out there. Now that I've seen majority of the main story, and I can't wait to finish it off. Finish it off. Yeah. I can't wait to finish it off and then have to wait for Act 3. But, oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I love this franchise. I love the story, I love the characters, I love the illustrations. I love everything about this franchise, honestly. The characters are so well written and like, just so lovable. Chaco is like so talented in stuff and he can do stuff without really breaking a sweat. But at the same time, he's bored of stuff quickly in a way. I mean, with Chaco as his lord, you can probably tell why. Chaco is always so easy. Chaco is like always on the go, you know. So it makes sense. With a lord like Pochaco, I think Chaco has all the right to be bored because like his lord is always coming up with something so high, like, so I would say high antic wise, like very like over the top ideas and stuff. And he doesn't even consult Chaco before he does it, which leads to Chaco having to deal with it once he finds out. Then 10 overall doesn't like getting into stuff because he is like already ready for it all to go in vain. Oh, I see, I see. You said stuff so many times. Chaco is master with everything and masters anything quickly to the point that he quickly is bored with everything. I can definitely see that from him. Yeah, I've never actually seen him get bored about stuff, but I could definitely see him exerting that kind of personality trait if he ever gets bored. Maybe that's why he likes Arupek. Yeah, because Arupek is so like random and so like carefree and stuff, and he's always getting himself into shenanigans. I feel like Chaku finds it entertaining. That's why he sticks to Arupek so much. Oh my goodness, I can't. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's hilarious. It's genuinely hilarious. Yeah. Ah, it's so. It is so. Like it's like less passionate in a way, not fully bored. He won't stop doing it if needed, but the spark just burns off because he's already mastered that. Okay, basically Chaco is like the jack of all trades. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, jack of all trades, basically. So from what you're telling me, Kino, because I've never seen him like actually get bored. I just know that he is very skilled at most things he does. From the way that he interacted in his episode in the Naya Bouquet. From what you're telling me, it seems like he's a very jack of all trades style character. Like, to add on to that fact. You love Aru Chaco duo. Yeah! They both can straight up move mountains for each other. Yeah, and I think they will actually. They would. They care about each other so deeply and it's so wholesome. It's so wholesome. It's so wholesome. So wholesome. He is one. Yeah, he is. He's definitely a jack of all trades, I would say. Yeah, cause he excels at everything he does, which is to be expected, honestly. He's one of the characters that I can see being a jack of all trades. So, oh my goodness. But all in all, it's really fun to talk about these characters. It's always fun to talk about Fragaria memories because what's not to love about them? What's not to love? They literally do it. You're thinking every day that Chaco is just completely forgets about his health just to help out Aru and the tunnel vision for him. Oh yeah. Yeah. They're besties. They're literally just bros. They're literally besties and bros and stuff. It's so cute. It's adorable. I love how like the first interaction with oh my gosh, one thing about Arupek that I have to say, one thing about Aru that I really like is it's the way that because Aru was the one to travel to every kingdom to deliver presents to each lord, right? I love how he interacts with the lords. He doesn't even like talk to them very formally. He talks to them like how he talks to Peckle. Yeah. And he talks like hey, what's up? And then it was hilarious because everyone else was like, especially Chaco. Chaco was like, don't you think you should treat the lords from other kingdoms with a bit more respect and not address them so casually? It was really funny. It was hilarious. But you know, Arupek does it is because you know he thinks that it's the correct thing to do. And honestly, can't blame him because that's the way he talks to Peckle. So, and probably he doesn't know better. After Stella Twins, it's those two, as in going through everything for another one. Yeah, the Stella Twins are definitely much closer, but they are related to each other. So, yeah, that's his charm. It is his charm. I just find it really cute and also a bit hilarious because Chaco keeps telling him like, don't you think you should treat the lords with a bit more respect? And then Aru is like, but I talk to my lord like I talk to my lord like that, so why can't I talk to other people's lord like that? It's hilarious. It's cute though. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. So cute. You can't even blame him since he's literally bro relationship with his own lord. Yeah, he's very close with Peckle. Yeah, because the way they met is very different from the rest of the not only the way they met, but also his ceremony with Peckle is a lot more casual. It's a lot less formal than the other Fragaria. So auto beatbox. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Kino. Oh my gosh. I remember I at first didn't know what you were referring to, but then I remembered the Pochaco episode and I was like, oh, that's what you're talking about. The way that he oh my gosh, the way that he thought that he had to greet everyone by rapping in Chaco's kingdom is so funny. It's so funny. He's so pure. He's so wholesome. Oh. It's so cute. But they're all really cute. They're all so cute. Alright. Kino, is there anything else that you want to chat with me about in terms of Fragaria memories? You know, its VA is Goro from Genshin and Reki Kion from Skate. Oh, is it? I had no idea. I didn't even hear like the similarities. It flew right over my head. I really didn't know. Like he quacks with his voice. With his voice cracks. He's so cute. Oh, that's so adorable. That's so cute. But yeah, I think I said everything. I don't think I'm forgetting any essential part for like updating you guys about my feelings towards Fragaria memories. I think I already said like all of the main stuff, so now it's just Kino, if you have anything you want to share, like talk with me about Fragaria memories, we can keep the stream going just for an extended period if you want. Oh, because I can sit here and yap about Roma all day. I mean, I can sit here and yap about like all of them, but I have a very clear bias. I have a very clear bias. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to mention. You're trying to come up. You're gonna find more facts for the next time. Yeah. It's okay, because the stream is already a very good length. The stream is 2.5 hours just yapping about them, and it's so, oh my gosh, I genuinely feel very happy, like watching Fragaria Memories. Like it is, I know Fragaria Memories is not a show because it's just voice dramas and music videos, but at the same time, I love the story. I really love it. You're translating the stage play? Okay. I can't wait to hear about it. Yeah. I can't wait to hear about it. So, I think that'll be all. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. For this stream at least, I think we can end it off here because we already talked about everything that we need to and everything that I personally have updates about. I'll definitely have more to say next time. Also, is because I'll be finished with the main story, like the full main story, by the time I stream again, because I only have the second half of Lost Kitty to cover. So talking for 2.5 hours is hard, probably. I mean, I had a lot of fun. Yeah, it was very enjoyable, and the fact that I get to yap about these lovable characters makes it all worth it. So yeah, we'll be going into Genshin tomorrow, and then on what was it? On Sunday, we'll be doing the Mao solo stream. So that's the plan for this week. Yeah, so it's those 2 streams. And honestly, I like, I'm gonna be honest, when I cannot tell you guys how much I laughed when I was doing the jar thing and I pulled out Mao's name and I was like, what? I literally had to like take a second glance. I was like, are you serious? Is this like the first overlap between character week and the weekly pick? And I was like, you know what? Well, why not? Mao has never been picked before anyway. And then it just worked out so well, and I just couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't tell you guys how much I just laughed. I was like, I had to take a second glance because I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know, like I was like anticipating maybe someday a character would overlap with his corresponding solo stream, but like so soon, like what? But at the same time, the jar knows things because Leo showed up for Aichi's week. So, okay, Leo showed up for Aichi's week, but I had to reschedule because MDU debuted, right? I remember. And then I decided to actually bring Leo back. So for that week, so for the second time that, for Aichi's reschedule, I brought Leo back manually. I didn't do the jar for that one because I was like, Leo coming, like Leo getting picked for Aichi's week is so perfect that I just couldn't do the jar again because it was like, what are the chances I get a character that's like better than Leo, right? So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put that. By the way, it's 18 chip Annie today. Am I gonna try for Akuta any card later? I don't know actually, because I think I only have a 10 roll right now. I only have like 300 diamonds. I'll see. I think I will. Yeah. I will give update tomorrow if I get it, but most likely it's just a 10 roll. I don't think I'll be able to. Yeah, I'll look into it, Kino. Thank you for telling me. Thank you. I'll look into it. I'll update about it tomorrow. If I forget, you can feel free to remind me. Oh, but yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think that'll be it for today's stream. I had a lot of fun, and I cannot believe the stream is 2.5 hours of me yapping with you guys. Or with you, Kino, mainly. I did see other people come into the stream to watch, but yeah, I don't think many people are too familiar with Fragaria memories, so they cannot really say much about it. But it's okay. I think once my stream gets to more people who are fans of this franchise, we can talk about it more with other people. But it was really fun just talking with you, Kino. I had a blast. I had a lot of fun. And I hope you will be attending my stream tomorrow and on Sunday. Sunday especially, because yeah, Sunday is regarding Ensemble Stars. So I hope to see you there, Kino. Alright, chat. That'll be the end of the stream. Okay. It was very fun. I had a lot of fun. And for those people watching the VOD, I hope that you enjoyed me and Kino just talking about Fragaria memories also. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a good rest, everybody. Bye. And have a good rest of your day for the daytime people. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good rest. Bye.